Billups was arrested as part of an ongoing federal gambling investigation by the FBI. According to reports, his arrest was connected to an illegal poker operation with alleged ties to the mafia. Authorities stated that the case was not related to any games he coached, but Billups' alleged involvement primarily centered on participating in illegal games that were rigged. So Miami Heat player Terry Rozier and former player Damon Jones were also taken into custody. So more than 30 people were charged in the investigation. What are your thoughts on all this?
First off, it's wow, like, good thing I'm not a sports bettor. I'd be like, God damn it, y'all getting me like that. But nah, I mean, that's crazy. But it's deep. Like, but he's in charge, so they could just learn a lesson from that. But wow, and I've seen a couple of things on the news about it, so I know that some people are probably going to be more informative to the feds or whatever, the FBI, whoever's investigating them,
right?
And maybe they can start making better decisions. That's crazy. You're dealing with the mafia though, so that's not just dealing with anybody. So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
It is pretty big. I mean, I saw one video today. One person was talking and they were like, so if you bet on one of those games and you lost your bets, like, they gonna like legally, the legal betting, like, are they gonna like do something about that? Or, I'm like, I didn't even think about that part. Like, yeah.
But also to the poker part of it, he had a poker game that was rigged.
Yeah.
Bro, you made that much money. Do you actually need that to do that?
Right.
You know it's illegal. Why you keep doing it?
Right.
And then the Miami Heat players, he's making close to 20 million.
Yeah.
And you gamble for 50,000? So you might lose 20 million for 50K?
Right.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean,
these guys, most athletes are not as smart. I'm gonna say, or some, they're just gifted with a talent. They're not like, in a rare, the brightest guy. They always know what's back. Ball is light, but not like critical thinking.
Yeah.
It's possible one of those.
I think, yeah. But my thing is that I think if you make that kind of money, I know you may not be smart, but at least hire people to be next to you
right.
who make better decisions.
Right.
And Chauncey Billups too. Dude, you've been in the league for so long.
Right.
A player, a coach, you should know better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what Shaq said too. Like, he's like, everybody knows it's illegal. Yeah. Like, it's not like it was, this like rule that they just made up. This has been illegal for a long time. So it wasn't a surprise.
Investigated since 2019, I want to say.
Yeah.
They have to hit the trailer.
6 years.
So, yeah.
It's a part of the game. Some people learn, some people don't.
I mean, yeah, my thing with the FBI, though, is I'm kind of scared now after the Diddy trial. Like, they didn't do so well at the Diddy trial, like, and they followed him around for a long time. So, like, to set that up, like, I hope that they have what they need or whatever to actually bring this case.
I mean, in America, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right?
Right.
And which I understand and I get, but in their case, you should just go to jail for being dumb. You know what I mean? That's just strictly being dumb, man. That was a dumb move.
It was a dumb move. It was, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Those guys, it's bad decision making. You know what I'm saying? They just don't make the best decisions. So in the FBI, they don't really care about justice. They pretty much the feds. I'm not talking about the Diddy case. They just want their cut though. So as long as they got opportunity to get there, to get some money from these players or anything that needs staying, they don't get their cut.
Diddy's friends, Charlucci says Diddy woke up one morning with a knife on his throat. I mean, do you think that's accurate? Because I feel like Diddy's doing all this so he can get out of prison. Mm-hmm. What do you think on that?
Maybe he's trying to get out of prison, but I don't think that Sue will set that up. That's kind of similar to like saying Suge's, set up Tupac and he got him shot in the same car. I think somebody that didn't want to get paid and they wanted to get something done or send Diddy a message and they really put a blade on his neck or something. They put something on his neck and sent him a message. Now, I don't wish anything bad to happen to Diddy. It's just, hey, prison's not a safe place.
It's not a safe place. Yeah. And Diddy did some dirt to people, and he knows a lot of things on a lot of powerful people. So yeah. I mean, it could. It could be.
That too, but okay. So what happened? Did Diddy fight him off, or he just walk away, or a CEO come in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
He had the baby oil.
That's hilarious.
Jesus.
Oh my God. That was great.
Oh my God, yeah. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so your dad is in prison as well. Has anything like that ever happened to him?
Nah. My dad's a different kind of guy, and I don't wish that upon him. I hope nothing does happen. I hope nothing happens to Diddy. I think that Diddy was probably making deals inside the prison system. My dad been in prison more than Diddy.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just something somebody wanted to get a message to Diddy and do something, and that's pretty much what that is.
Yeah. So what do you think about? Yeah, well,
no.
He's not getting a pardon.
Trump said no.
Yeah. Trump said, I mean, at least the White House, last message they got today was no.
Well, Diddy, you don't got that long.
Okay, so speaking of pardon, how about your dad asking Gavin Newsom for a pardon? Do you guys talk about that?
Oh, it's a possibility, man. Because my grandmother got out like that through Gavin Newsom.
Okay.
So my grandmother that just recently passed. Yeah. She did 27 years.
Wow.
So that's how Gavin Newsom's a possibility.
Okay.
So that's California. So it's possible. So it's a way we're working on it.
Yeah.
Other than that, we got a couple more years and then or sooner than that, he'll be out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting up there. He's like 60 something. Yeah. I mean, I think let me go shut up.
Well, I mean, okay, so we'll get into that. So we just interviewed a guy, Marilo, that's in prison right now for 4 murders, 4 bodies, and what was it,
29 years.
29 years, but then he had how many attempts? It was 20 attempts?
20 attempts, yeah.
Yeah. So, he did a lot more, and he's been in and out of prison his whole life, too, than what your dad did. And I feel like they got the same, sentence. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ray got off kind of easy compared to what happened to your dad. So, did you guys, I don't know, was that an attorney issue? Was that, did he not do a good job?
My dad had a lot of attorneys, and I don't think that at first they wasn't even allowing him to choose his own attorney. So you just get what you get. It's not really off the case. It's really off. It's the judge's judgment. So and it's also who gets to win, who the prosecutor, and all of that. So it's a lot of politics behind that, the court system. And
go ahead. Sorry.
So for my pops. It could have just been they felt that he was a threat when they don't realize that he wasn't a threat. And you don't know who's behind all it. It could have been something small as the judge was hungry and he didn't eat his lunch and then he gave Suge the maximum time. It could be simple as that, because that could happen too. It's the judge's decision. So, but at the end of the day, that's where you have God, and God can make that change.
So, what do you mean they wouldn't allow him to pick up his own attorney, his own lawyer?
Well, that's how I got pretty much known, because I was vocal about it. Because my dad was telling me way back when he first got in, he wasn't allowed to choose his own lawyer, and they wasn't giving his medication. And that's when they were stripping him of his own rights. So that's that right there could be a lawsuit, but it's just that was just the truth. They do that to like celebrity and powerful people, so they can, win or have their way.
No, I get that, but
If you're paying for an
if you're
attorney,
paying for a lawyer, you can get whoever lawyer you want.
right? I mean, if you have a public defender, that's different. They do choose that for you. Yeah.
So did he have a public defender?
No, he had a lawyer. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't get it why they won't let you choose your own lawyer. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild to me.
Never had a public defender, but they weren't allowing him to choose his own lawyer, and they were pretty much stripping him of his own rights until he was able to until they got exposed. That's how I got pretty much just being vocal, but then other news outlets started picking it up.
I mean, because you are his first son, so I thought like you were part of the whole process from the get-go.
No, I'm not his first son either.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Nah, I'm the third child.
Okay.
So out of 7 kids, I'm the third.
Okay.
So, middle one.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought he could pick his own lawyer. Because to me, if he's fighting behind the 8 ball, he's fighting with one hand tied behind his back. Because if I cannot get the lawyer I really want to get,
Right.
how am I supposed to win? That's not a fair fight.
Right. Yeah.
How is that fair to me? Because, okay, again, Ray with 4 bodies and 20 attempts at 29 years.
Right.
And Suge with 1 accident. I mean, he had prior, but there wasn't murder.
Right.
It was like fighting somebody, beating somebody.
Yeah. They weren't nearly as as heinous as Ray's were. So yeah. We were just curious when we talked to Ray and we heard all that. I was like, wow, that is wildly different than Suge. I do understand that he's a celebrity.
Yeah, and also, but you gotta think about it. His bail amount was extreme.
Yeah.
25 million.
Yeah.
So that right there was just something that was just overpowered, overcharged. And even then, I remember it was people then that was like, we had it ready, to go, but they wasn't trying to do that.
Yeah.
They were working, wasn't playing fair.
But is it a case though? Because Suge is a bully. Did he bully somebody in the 90s and 2000 and now he's payback?
Maybe. I mean.
Well, let me put it like this for you. I wouldn't say bully, but if you go check out Lionel Richie's last interview with Joe Rogan, he'll let you know that the music industry, you had 2 different types of people who weren't the artists, people who were the CEOs and who managed all the people. They ran things differently, and my father just picked up on the game of how people were running business. Now he was doing legit business, but in a nice way. What I'm trying to say is what Lionel Richie said. He basically said that the people who were running it were the criminals.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying my dad was a criminal, but they weren't the criminals going after people. They were the criminals because they knew how to steal.
Mm-hmm.
So the best people who knew how to stop people from stealing were the people who knew how to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not saying that was from Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Now my pops, he wasn't the person stealing, but he knew how to strong arm people that were giving people bad deals.
Right.
So that's why he was for Vanilla Ice situation and so on, TLC, Mary J. Blige. That's how those people were getting their right royalties or the right cuts from their songs, and that's when Suge came in. And based on how you perform it, that's how you make that person the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Suge's the good guy in some cases, he's the bad guy in some other cases.
Yeah. No, that's very true. I mean, but he also had a reputation about, knocking people around. So, I mean, it's
true. But he also, I was watching an interview. He also put internet on the LA court,
right.
Something like that.
Yeah. So no, he did a lot of good things.
And again, these things we don't talk about. We see people seems to talk about the bad in Suge, which he has plenty of things, but he also has a good in him too. And I don't think we talk about it as much. It's like the whole thing about the LA court, him putting internet in the whole courtroom.
Right.
That's a big thing. He
It is
should
a
be
big
more. People should be talking about that more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's, I don't know. That's my opinion. That's
Yeah.
what I think. Yeah. But I could be wrong. So listen, did you see the video about Iman Shumpert and the streamer that's tried to
Rob him,
Rob
sort
him,
of.
yeah.
No, I read a little bit about it today, but I'm like, if you don't mind, you guys catching me up a little bit. What happened with him? Was a streamer trying to rob him? Or
go ahead. You got it?
Yeah, I mean, he was, so the championship game, he was in Indianapolis, and the streamer tried to get an interview from him, and he basically, like, disrespected the streamer. And at least that's how he took it. He was like, F your city, F your, I guess that's what he said to the streamer. But then the streamer...
We don't know that.
We don't. That's just what the streamer said, that he said.
Fuck Amon Shepherd, nigga. I said it, nigga. Fuck Amon Shepherd, nigga. I said it, nigga.
I get it.
Yeah, nigga.
Do it.
Get the fuck out the city, nigga.
You a female.
Yeah, you gonna get robbed, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Get the fuck out the city, nigga.
What?
You heard what I said, nigga.
You gonna rob me now?
What are you doing all that for, bro?
You gonna rob me?
Why y'all let this nigga do this?
You gonna rob me now?
Fuck Amon Shepherd, I said it, nigga. What?
Why y'all gonna rob me?
What, nigga? Fuck Amon Shepherd, I said it, nigga. What?
No.
Fuck Amon Shepherd, I said it, nigga. Osama said it, nigga. What? Weak ass nigga. Don't say fuck my city, nigga. Niggas gonna catch you.
Iman Shumpert's a human being. He's going through a divorce too. So get cut us some slack, cut us some grace. And the streamer is probably being, streamers are not known to be like very friendly and kind people. They're just throwing,
Yeah. I mean, my whole thing is like, if you asking a guy on the street for an interview, and if he said no, he has a right to say no.
Absolutely.
You cannot chase after him and then disrespecting him and put your camera in front of him.
Right.
My whole thing is that he's probably waiting for Iman to snap and punch him and sue Iman.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, that makes no sense. At which point somebody gonna disrespect you until you snap?
Right.
I mean, I'm glad Iman didn't punch him.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
in one hand, I wish he would smack the crap out of him. Just for the...
Yeah, just so he stopped. Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
Matter of fact, that's what happened with Big Suge and Cat Williams. Paparazzi situation.
Yeah.
So, these...
So wait,
Be careful, man.
what happened with Suge and Cat?
I think that's when they both got arrested because the paparazzi was just all in Suge's face, and they was trying to film my dad and my little brother, and it was just not a good time. It was like not respecting people's privacy. So that's that whole time when Suge and Cat, I think, went to jail together.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm with friends and family, it's privacy time.
Yeah.
Just give me that.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But you gotta accept it when you a public figure. It comes with the lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but as an interviewer too, you're supposed to have common decency. You know what I mean? Say,
yeah, we don't harass anybody that says no. I mean, if we reach out to somebody for an interview and they say no, we step away. You know what I mean? Like we don't keep going back. Like,
it's respectable journalism, but not everybody practices that. So
that's true.
That's all it is.
yeah.
I mean, but I see those streamers out there and they do like the pranks on people and stuff. Like that stuff drives me crazy. I'm like, that's dangerous. First off, it is dangerous because you don't know what somebody might be packing. You don't know if, like you run up against the wrong person pulling a prank.
I mean, he might be, okay, if somebody's having a hard day, things is going left all day, and then at night you come to them and doing that, and they smack you, maybe you deserve it. I mean, maybe they shouldn't, but sometimes you got to grab them.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to smack you, but I'll shook you.
I agree with you, brother. But you know what? 2025, it's just not even worth it. Especially when you're a public figure.
Yeah.
You just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you human.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so I lived in Western Pennsylvania for quite a number of years. So
in the country.
in the country, big Steeler area. And so, you know, we were in Pittsburgh a lot and stuff. And Troy Polamalu, he, like, when he was out, because everybody loved Troy. So, you know, people would come up to him all the time. If he was at a restaurant, like with his family, with his wife or whatever, and if nobody would come up to him, he did this several times, he would pay for everybody's dinner in the place. Like, he's like, thank you for not bothering me and my wife. Like, he's done that a couple times. And, like, that was really cool of him. But it also shows how often, you know, people, I mean, I just think that when you're a celebrity, yes, I understand that, you know, it's kind of expected, but at the same time, you still want some peace too. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, yeah. I mean, my daughter played basketball with Mike Tomlin's kids, daughter. And she came up to him and she's like, can I have an autograph? And he's like, no, I'm here watching my daughter. It's all about basketball today, you know, like, and I think any other day he would have done that, but he wanted to be there with his daughter, you know, like, that was important. So, and we respected it. And he gave her a hug and, you know, like, they sat and talked about basketball for a little while and then he gave her a hug and she left. So it was all good. So, yeah.
Still could get an autograph, but okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't want their stuff to be resold or the autograph taken. Who knows?
Yeah.
Everybody has different perspectives.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but listen, man. We all have our days. Like,
we do.
Leave some people alone.
Oh, I think that it's perfectly acceptable if he had, like, flipped out on him, and I mean, maybe not hit him, but, like, just, you know, I don't know, scared him, whatever.
And you know what?
But I respect him for the way he handled it. He handled it really well.
This is when you have a goon next to you. you don't do anything, but your boy go behind you and grab this dude and be like, look, man. Let's stop. All right, okay.
All right, so what do you think about the Kevin McCall and Chris Brown situation?
I got an EBT card. And this nigga is at Breezy, bro, and made 90 whatever the fuck million, and it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is right
I'm not
now.
even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bitch.
Nah, bro.
That shit ain't fair, nigga.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
bro. Hey, look, bro.
Calm down, bro. I'm on EBT, smack, look. Say my name, bro. That shit is bad. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Wow, yeah, Kevin McCall situation is pretty interesting. You know, he's a human. What's crazy to me is that before, just about a month ago, we were talking. You know, he was showing me his new project. So he's a really talented guy.
Yeah.
He wrote a lot of good songs. So I think he's just, what he's going through is what anybody that was in his shoes would do the same thing. Maybe a little different, but he's human. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's see his kid. You know, he's writing for one of the biggest stars that's still touring out to this day. He kind of got messed up in a bad catalog deal, so he sold his catalog. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of the reason why, like, you know, you got to look over your contracts and all that. But it's not just that simple, and you got to just pray for that guy. And you know, when he has the time to like be able to receive some type of therapy, so he can be able to control his emotions. I don't want to just generalize and label it, but
Yeah.
Once he's able to learn how to apologize, learn how to control his emotions, he'll have a way better business decisions. Like,
So-
it'll work out.
Yeah. How well do you know him? How?
We've worked for like a long time. I actually know the mother of his children, Ava.
Okay.
I've known her for a very long time. So like, I just see them all together at my aunt's house and all that kind of stuff. And you know, LA is a very small place. So, especially like industry wise, so it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, people have episodes, but people who doesn't have an episode because they're not living a normal life. You know, they're just, sometimes the industry, the entertainment life will have, you have highs and lows. When you have lows, you know, you can't just adjust to that certain lifestyle.
Okay. So
People in the world are going to go crazy if they take away their EET food stamp benefits. Imagine with someone who's at a celebrity level and they don't have that lifestyle. They usually they have a little episode, and that's normal. So they have a different way to have an outlet.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it that way, but you're right. I mean, crashing out from going, that high to that low. I mean, that makes sense.
but do you think that was poor money management on his part, or Chris Brown didn't pay him enough or honor his contract?
It's probably both, all of the above.
Yeah,
So it's on both ends. Both things can be true at the same time.
that's true.
And that's just what it is. We don't know. Everybody doesn't know the actual situation. But you know, that guy is battled with. He didn't. It's not just poor money management. He wasn't able to see his family. His family was broken apart. He hasn't seen his kids. Child support is taking his money. So it's a lot of things that's taking a factor that when that happens to you, you're always losing. You know, you're gonna do the human thing and kind of have a crash out moment.
Yeah.
So it just shout out to everybody else that's feeling them. Plus, it's not the time to have a crash out moment, because I feel like this year, these past couple of years, you know, people don't have room to have any sympathy for anyone else. So that's why we're kind of hard on him. Like, it's money management. He had millions. You can't expect people who never had millions to really feel bad for them, because they don't think they won't.
I mean, people are dragging him for having EBT. My thing is that, okay, listen. Anybody can have EBTs, man. Because like you said earlier, you probably was making millions and then you lost everything. Now you need to pick me up. You need help,
Right.
And that's might be his time now on his lowest. But I figure once he gets back on his feet, he'll do better again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's able to do that. He's not like a washed up singer.
No. And he can write. He's a good writer. You know what I mean?
Right, play the piano. Like, dude is very talented.
Right.
So it's like, I say just, you know, he just needs to just not be so hard on himself and just focus. And not trust anybody.
Yeah.
He needs to trust anybody. He just needs to just trust himself and just keep going.
That is true. I mean, and back to what you were saying about like people not having like empathy for him and stuff. I mean, that's true too. I mean, so many people are losing a lot right now. You know, and just the economy is not great at all. So, I mean, I'm sure people are going to come down on him even harder because, you know, they are like, you know, dude, you had something and you gave it away, whatever, you know, whatever their opinion is of it.
But back at the NBA players, nobody's going to feel bad for these NBA players for gambling. Because it's like, dude, you guys are gambling $50,000 when like people probably make less than that a year. Right. So,
yeah, but here's my thing about him, right? Okay, I get it. He doesn't have the money anymore. I get it. Chris Brown probably did him dirty. I get it. But what have you been doing since then? Okay, the money's not coming. So you can get a lawyer to sue Chris Brown to get a better contract. You can do that. But also, for the past so many years, though, like, get a job in the meantime.
Yeah, well, and like you said, he's very talented. He has this great skill set. So yeah, move on.
Yeah.
You know, like move on
Like,
to the next. Yeah, to the next.
Like, I get a job in the meantime, but when you were at that level, it's kind of hard just to walk in the building because it'll hurt your pride. It's a pride thing. You know?
Yeah, but sometimes put your pride aside, brother, because you have kids to feed. I mean, listen, when it comes to your kid, you have a kids to feed. I mean, do you want your kids to go hungry, or do you want your pride to take over your spirit? You know what I mean?
And I think this country I mean, we have a really hard time with that, the pride thing. I mean, that's a really big downfall. And, you know, like you were saying, I mean, you know, people need to really kind of get in touch with themselves, like bring it back down to earth. Because, like, I get it. It's a big fall, but dude, you gotta...
I'll go to McDonald's right now and flip some burgers and fries if it means to keep this light on.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
hard I can understand that, but it's kind of hard to say that when you put in that person's shoes. Because I agree with you totally. But when you be in that person's shoes, it's not that simple just to go into a job or like go flip some burgers when you're just on tour with Chris Brown. And then people are like, hey, I know you, and then that's a different kind of pressure that you're dealing with. And it's like, yeah, get over it, whatever. But then that same thing could also hurt your brand. It's like a give and take, because it could be like, oh, he's washed up, he's washed, and then next thing you know, it's not working for you anymore. Then you're not inspired to make music. You're probably gonna you're gonna give up. It just doesn't work that simple. So that's how the industry keeps people in.
I mean, I get that. I understand it. I do agree with Rodney, though. I mean, and I'm not necessarily meaning he needs to go out to McDonald's and flip burgers. I'm just saying that, like, you have this talent. You know, keep writing. Keep yourself centered so that you can keep using your skill set. Do it in the same function that you've been doing. I mean, Chris Brown isn't the only artist out there that you can work with. You know what I mean? Like, move on to another artist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no different than an athlete that starts playing or gets hurt.
Yeah.
You have to find something else to do. Everybody goes through it. It's just tough going through it.
Yeah. And I get it. But like you said, I mean, therapy, like, go.
Better than cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, as a father, I'm thinking I would do anything to see my daughter. I would do anything to feed her. So probably take the back seat for me. You know what I mean?
Not everybody's like that, though.
It's hard for me not to say it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's me being biased. You know what I mean? I know that.
Yeah.
That's a bias
I
in me.
totally agree with you, man. I understand exactly what you mean, man. But you intoxicated, or you probably had other bad decisions, and you feel like it's almost like a gamble. You know how people gamblers are in the casino, and they're like, just get out, pull out, like just stop. But no, one more time, I can do it. One more time, I can do my big bet.
Yeah.
And it's no different than them. Like, I'm not gonna get that job. No. One more thing. I'm gonna do one more thing. And that's what they do.
Okay, but that one more time never come because that. Okay, so what has he been trying though? Like,
yeah.
I mean, seriously, we haven't heard from him until last week.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
I mean, okay, as a black man, I hope he got his ish together, and I hope things get better because
he got the attention now of what he wanted, so it's time to act on it.
Yeah, you do all this now. You got the attention. Drop a song, or I don't know.
Yeah, find a new artist to work with, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Listen,
whatever
you can tell a new artist. Listen, I was the guy behind Chris Brown. I would all this song. I can sing. I can play instrument. I can rap. I can give you what I gave Chris Brown, even better.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody
Sell
will work
yourself.
with you. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. I mean, I could be wrong. All right, so let's get to something. I don't know. So, is there a beef between you and Danny Boy? Your mom and Danny Boy? What's going on?
Oh, nah, absolutely not. Nah, now that, but in the past, whatever. Only time I ever came at Danny Boy is because he DM'd me like at 6 o'clock in the morning, just angry. And I don't really remember what it is too much. But he was just angry, like, Lil Sean, fuck you. And I'm like, dude, it's like so early in the morning, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? So maybe he was having an episode like, like a typical entertainer. And then when he started, running his mouth, then he started threatening my mom. I'm like, okay, you know what? You a grown man. I'm a grown man, bro. How about we just handle this like grown men? And I know Danny Boy for a long time. So it's a thing of the past. That's just something that he just needs. I don't know. Hopefully he's doing well, man. He's somebody that he's a great singer.
Yeah. I mean, he's still saying. I think you guys probably should get along, be friends, because in a way he was Suge's son, because in the 90s Suge was his legal guardian.
Mm-hmm, right.
And before you were born, so I think like he had that part of the story too, You know what I mean? So I think it would be like nice for all of you guys to kind of like.
Yeah, it's more it's tricky, man. It's tricky because it dude has his own story. It's like I don't feel no ways under that. I've been on dude for a minute. It's just
Again.
we all work, we all do our thing. Once you start getting disrespectful line on the internet, that's when it's like, or disrespecting people's mothers. That's just like, come on, bro.
So
That's what it did. It was like, come on, bro. Don't nobody disrespect him.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've said that before on videos, like kids and spouses. You know, your family's kind of off limits, but I mean,
it's not off limits. It just comes with a price.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So how does your mom feel about that?
She don't give a damn. It's not that important. They not like, it's a very, very old time. Like that's probably like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe longer than that. So it's like.
So she's over it.
I was just,
I hope so.
Yeah.
By the way, we did reach out to your mom last week. She talked to us for a little bit. And I think that's when your grandma passed away. And again,
We're really sorry.
really sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is. I think she on her way back from the Bahamas and shit. Like, she needs to decompress.
Yeah.
She's a very private person.
Yeah, she told us she was gonna travel this week, so hopefully we can get her on the channel at some point.
Yeah.
It would be nice to talk to her.
Yeah. So did you? So were there some good times between you and Danny Boy, like growing up? Like, did you hang out with him when you were little?
Good or bad. It was just like. It wasn't all the time. It wasn't like a brotherly thing, you know what I'm saying? He was just more like, this is Danny Boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A funny story about Danny Boy is one time he stole my phone. And I'm like, where's my phone at? And he's like, just go with your dad and then you go to your mom's. And I'm like telling my dad, like, yo, this is old, dude. Like, these are like Boost mobile phones, like flip phones. And I'm like, yo, like, I need my phone. Like, what's going on? And he had it. And then ever since then, I just did not look at Danny Boy the same. Like, I'm like, man, you still look from a young kid, bro. I'm like 8 years old, dog. Like, something wrong with you, bro. Like,
Man. I'm sorry.
Did you ever say why he stole your phone? Like,
no, nobody knows. It was an awkward, like, he gave it back. And ever since then, I was just like, you know what, bro? Like,
This is
it's okay. I wasn't the nicest kid either, Like, I had a mouth on me. Like, I said mean things. But not to steal my phone.
yeah. That's kind of
wow, that's funny.
Mobile phone like that. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on.
It wasn't the new iPhone or anything.
No, that was before iPhone, right?
Right.
That's why when he hit me early in the morning, like on my DM, like years later, like 15 years later, it's like, dude, why are you so mad? Like, what's going on?
Right.
All I got was instantly like, dude, you stole my phone. I hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Hit you. Talking mess.
I'm sorry, dude. You know what, though? Honestly, hopefully we talk to him soon. If I talk to him, I'm gonna ask him about that.
Right. Why did you steal his phone? Why did you go after it?
I'm down to know what he's gonna say too.
Yeah.
Like, he was disrespectful.
Yeah, yo, you won. He put all the S's in it.
Thing is, though, he wasn't like, I'm not being disrespectful to the community, LGBTQ community, but he wasn't always like that. He was just more like, yeah, I'm gay. I guess maybe he wasn't accepted, but he was nobody cared. But then how he talks today compared to how he talked back then just ain't the same.
Okay.
I mean, I heard him on an interview. He was talking about that he was really different back then, and he was dating women, and he was, he presented very different then. Yeah.
I mean, he was in death with family. He was
Right.
like Suge's son.
Adopted son, kind of thing. Yeah.
You got to act the part sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then Suge got.
Ain't nobody tripping on what that dude was tripping on. He would have, yeah. So
That's funny.
I'm gonna ask him. I swear to God, I'm gonna ask Danny Boy. No, now I'm curious. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to ask him.
Why did you steal Suge J's phone?
All right. So, do you have any relation with Sharita, her kids, or Michelle and her kids?
Yeah, I have a relationship with, like, you know, I'm respectable. I wasn't respectful when I was growing up, but, like, you know, Sharita, that's my big sister Marion, and Michelle is my little sister Bailey. We all cool. All the Suge's kids, we all cool. We all cordial. We not, like, hanging out every day, but we cool.
Okay.
It's solid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys have a decent relationship because that's important.
There's no reason to be weird with each other. It ain't like, you know, that's my half brother, half this. No, that's my brother, that's my sister. We cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's the Knight legacy. That's the Knight family.
Right. Well, yeah, and no matter what happened with the parents, it's not the kids' fault. You know what I mean? Like,
They wasn't asking to be here. That's not their fault.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. So
we don't look at it like that.
yeah, that's
Because
good.
honestly, we're the best looking kids out of all the industry kids. We ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
Well, you do look exactly like your father, so there's
You gotta see my brothers and sisters. They got their own. We all gotta look like, okay, that's a Knight.
Yeah.
And when you see all the Knights, you be like, oh shit, like, okay.
That's how Rodney is with his siblings too. I was like, when I met him, I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're all related.
That's the Rodney.
The genes are deep in that one, yeah.
Yeah, it is deep. Yeah,
Yeah.
You cannot mistake us. Like, if you see, even if you're not with me, if you see my brother Gary, you'll be like, yeah, that's him.
That's him. Yep.
Yeah, that's
they
him.
look
Yeah.
they look a lot alike. Yep.
Yeah, but he has hair though.
The little bit.
My pops though, Big Suge's the only bald one in the family.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you get your hair from your mom.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
I'm literally the only person bald is him.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poor Suge.
My grandfather.
I mean, but though he's been rocking the ball really good since the 90s.
He has.
Okay, listen.
Just like you.
Listen, Suge, like his beard was always trimmed really nice. Listen, back in the 90s, now Rick Ross is known for that beard, but in the 90s it was Suge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was always sharp,
Oh yeah.
but now he's locked up, so that's different.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Reggie Wright Jr. on. I know not a big fan, but he said Suge was broke. But we also watched one of your interviews. Malik Spellman was on it, called in or something, and said that Suge still had money. So
Yeah, like Suge's broke ain't like homeless person outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's just be honest. Like, he hasn't made any music or anything. He's been in prison for the last 15 years and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, Reggie's just a hater.
yeah.
So, Reggie ain't have been working with Death Row in any music other than that. He's been, I don't know what Reggie does. I haven't seen Reggie in 18 years. So,
Well, he has a YouTube channel with John Bamford. So
Yeah.
their whole channel was talking about Suge. So, if it wasn't for Suge, it would be no Reggie.
That's true.
It just doesn't make any sense. The difference between Suge and Reggie is Suge can get out and make it quick, whatever he can. Reggie's outside. Nobody's looking for Reggie. Nobody looking.
okay, but with Reg, like, okay, his channel is about Death Row and Suge and Tupac. But what if you and him team up and make it even better? Like, you know what I mean? Like, make it like a Death Row thing.
I already have no parts. I don't want nothing to do with Death Row. Like, I did my part of making new Death Row, and that was very successful. It was just like, nah. And Reggie's so old, man. It's nothing against, like, no beef or nothing like that. Reggie's just old. I like that. He just, like, I don't see nothing. Reggie don't have no, he couldn't give me no pointers of, like, what's good music, what's good. Nah, he not hip. So it's just like, Reggie just be Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, he's been out of the music industry for quite a long time now, so I mean, yeah. So I mean, I do get that, but I do agree with you too, though. I mean, between you being being Suge's son and Reggie having that information prior to
Yeah,
you
that's
being
what I mean,
born,
yeah.
between the two of you, you really could tell some really great stories, and people love Death Row. People love the stories. People love.
You know what? That's something that I would like to see Suge and Reggie do that.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but why can't you do it? Hold it for Suge until Suge get out.
Yeah, or facilitate that.
Yeah.
If you had
listen,
Suge
right now, let's be honest. If you want Death Row story, you go to Bum first. Mm-hmm. And then you being Suge J, Suge's son, and Reggie, that's...
Yeah.
And not take away from me, like from what I got going. I got overnight entertainment. And I'm just like not tripping on Death Row.
Yeah.
Like, I did New Death Row under overnight entertainment. And it's so modern.
Yeah.
New Death Row had, K-Gale, the rap artist, Gia, T. Perico, modern West Coast rapper. I had modern people. So it's like, it doesn't make sense for me to go back and be like,
okay, so tell us about overnight entertainment. Tell us about overnight.
Overnight, I started that back in 2018. No, 2017. Started out as just an independent record label, and then I kind of migrated over to distribution. I used to rap myself, and then I used to go by Guapo. And then after that, I didn't really think, I picked up the real estate show, and then that's when I started getting into like the back, like the management area and just running my label. And that I fell back from just making music, and I had a lot of other artists under me, and that's pretty much it. So my latest artist that I did sign was a guy named Nova Blue. We focus mostly on house music, EDM.
Okay.
That's just that's a lane. That's what I like to do. Rap is just kind of like it's kind of overly saturated. I don't even listen to it all the time, so it's just something that's like I know it's good songs. I know how to market things and roll them out. It's just something that you gotta have the energy to do.
Yeah.
Overnight. That's pretty much overnight.
Listen, I think rap music for the first time in 20-something years is losing its luster.
No, I do too.
Because
it's changed so dramatically. Yeah, rap is really, it's not the same as it was when it started, and
it's unfortunate though.
It's sad for me. I mean, growing up, in the 80s and 90s and watching it, become what it became, and then to now see it kind of drop off like that. Yeah, it is sad. It is sad.
It definitely has its lane. I feel like it's a lane for live music to come back, and it's also a lane for older artists. So older artists like a 50 Cent, Rick Ross, a Jeezy, those kind of guys, you guys can come back because you guys have a solid core fan base compared to newer rappers. Now, newer rappers, don't get me wrong, it's just that their politics of streaming, it's just so hard to see who has an actual fan base.
Yeah.
You would be surprised of who has he has 10 million streams, but he can't sell 10,000 tickets or sell out an arena or nothing like that.
But for the past 5 years, I mean, besides Kendrick and Drake, there's no banger. There's no song that just take off. Like, I mean, seriously, like Emily, like Lollipop, like Hard Knock Live by Jay-Z, like, you know what I mean? Like, who has the banger that changed the game for the past 5 years?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah. Just got Drake.
Well, let's face it.
Drake died last year.
Like we have people, but it's just like Drake. I consider Drake like our mom generation's like Lionel Richie. I know he's a rapper. He's a great rapper, but he's just a great musician. He makes hits, and some of the biggest hits are like not the biggest rap aggressive songs.
I was gonna say. My opinion is Drake's not the best rapper. I mean, I think he's much better as a singer than he is as a rapper. I mean,
before Drake, it was Lil Wayne.
What Kendrick said, I like Drake with the melody. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, nobody right now has a banger. Like, until I can find that. I mean, who? Yeah. No one does that.
It's changed. It's definitely changed. But you're right, though. The streaming thing, I think, has really affected it. I mean, if you can get it for free on your phone, why would you go pay, $50 for a ticket to an arena? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's hit that hard to be able to do that. Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you guys a question. Is there an artist right now, this year, that you will pay money to buy their record?
Yes.
Who?
You got Kendrick. You got Drake. You got.
Not those two. I mean, like, okay, not the guys from.
Another one. I would say you got a rapper named Yeat, Y-E-A-T. I like him. He's pretty good. Maybe a little Uzi Vert.
Listen, okay. Here's my thing, right? Did you watch Temptation? Smokey Robinson on one scene, he's like, if you got your last dollar, would you buy a burger or would you buy that record? You know what I mean? If you got your last penny, would you buy that stream or would you buy a food? You know what I mean? Like, is there a song the last year, besides Not Like Us, besides the whole beef, that you will give your last dollar to?
There's no one for me.
It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard because music is now is like on a Walmart shelf. Everything is just on everything is on the deal. Like you pay $10.99.
Yeah.
For music.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what I'm saying. I think everything has changed now. I mean, music is so accessible. When we were growing up, it wasn't accessible like that. You had to pay for every song, and people were putting out albums. Streamers don't.
Your computer with LimeWire.
Yeah. I mean, people and streamers are new rappers aren't necessarily putting out albums. So for them to go into an arena and get seats, people in the seats, you have to have an album. You can't just have 2 songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you just.
All right, let me get touched real quick.
Yeah. Not really. You gotta just have a hit. It is. I think it's more just. It takes a lot of money to make that hit.
Yeah.
And like it takes hundreds of thousands to get on the radio.
Right.
And it takes hundreds of thousands to make your song viral. You gotta have $5,000 music video, or you have to know somebody to shoot your video for free. You gotta have dancers. You gotta have a whole rollout plan. And it's a market. So it's really hard to market in rap compared to other genres.